So did he kill her in this song? Did the subject of this song, like, kill his girlfriend or the woman he loves in the song? I don't know. I kind of think so, unless, you know, it could be interpreted as the main character in the song killing his girlfriend, or it could be a metaphorical killing, you know, leaving her, or, you know, burying, you know, what's good about him in her, never to be seen again. So that's the good part. Sometimes it's good that art, you know, music can have so many different meanings, but sometimes it's bad because, like, you want to know the definite meaning of it, but sometimes the definite meaning may not be what you want, so maybe it's good that you don't know. I am so in between when it comes to things like this. For the Unforgiven II, I want to know. I want to know exactly what James Hetfield means, but maybe James Hetfield doesn't even know what he means sometimes, you know. And that's, again, you know, meanings change within art. You know, I've said this on, like, one of my Nirvana podcasts, I think, a long time ago, about how the song Alive by Pearl Jam, the meanings changed for Eddie Vedder. You know, it was a very sad song when he first wrote it, but now when Pearl Jam plays it live, it becomes happy. You know, the I'm Still Alive chorus was sarcastic, and now it's a celebration that he's still alive. So, yeah, that's a good thing about it. And then sometimes fans interpret things that an artist may not necessarily mean at the time, but, you know, the artist can go, oh, wow, yeah, maybe I did mean that, kind of thing. So, so many different things to unpack about this. But I want to talk about the actual music first and the actual production. The production, because it's on Load and Reload, is just fantastic. I wish this kind of production could have been brought on for some of the albums that came after it. So the production is spot on. The music is, I love these songs that throw us for a loop. I love when a band like Metallica, who's so known for thrashy, heavy stuff, comes out with something different, but still Metallica. You know, it's not like they're making a polka album here. They're still rock and metal based, but just a little different. So Hetfield is kind of a country fan. So there are country elements in this song. That twang at the beginning, you know, that bending of the string is totally country. Now, I'm not a fan of country music, or that much country music, especially today's country music. Like, I can listen to a little Johnny Cash, a little Willie Nelson, and it's like, all right, cool, whatever, I can appreciate it. I wouldn't necessarily call myself a fan, but it's like, all right, some of the songs are good. But the way that Metallica can take a country element and make it great, you know, shows how great a band they are. And they definitely did that on Mama Said from the Load album. And when I first heard that, I was like, whoa. You know, when that pedal steel comes in, it's like, whoa, wow. You know, so I can see how fans were put off by it. But I'm a fan who is not. I'm a fan that goes, wow, all right, surprise me. You know, as much as I like AC/DC and Slayer, they've released the same goddamn album for 30 fucking years now. You know, it's like, evolve, man. Do something different. And how strange it is that I am lecturing AC/DC and Slayer. But I digress. So the music and overall playing is really good. They tried to do this song live a couple of times, and they did it. I think the first time they played it was at the American Music Awards, like back in '97, and it didn't. I don't know what the issue was, but it didn't go off that well. Like, Hammett was using a slide guitar, and I think he made a couple of mistakes, and maybe because of the way the sound was, it just didn't come off well. And the other times they played it live, it's been good, but not as good as the studio version. You know, maybe if they had a third guitarist or something, it would have been better. But I would love, I mean, hopefully I'll see Metallica again soon. I missed them on the Hardwire tour when they played New York and New Jersey because the tickets sold out so fast. So hopefully they'll come around again. And hopefully they'll play that, you know. Throw some monkey wrenches in the set list, man. Throw some stuff from Saint Anger in there. Throw some more stuff from Load and Reload. As well as the old stuff, you know, But I understand making a set list is probably hard, considering they have so many albums and so many songs. But yeah. So anyway, I'm always torn whether I like Unforgiven 1 or Unforgiven 2 better, but Unforgiven 2 is one of my favorite Metallica songs, and definitely the best song off the Reload album. There's a bunch of good songs on the Reload album. So I originally thought that Unforgiven 2 was a continuation of the character from Unforgiven 1, but then that wouldn't make sense because the character in Unforgiven 1 died. The old man died. So maybe this is another character, but this time it seems like he is in a relationship. And I also want to point out on my previous podcast about the Unforgiven, I was talking about, well, what does it mean to be unforgiven, considering the character was kind of beaten down in Unforgiven 1. So why is he unforgiven? And then I thought, well, he probably can't forgive himself. But I read, on All Things, I read a comment on YouTube, and this was something I was wrestling with, as far as what does it mean to be unforgiven. And I wish I could interpret songs better sometimes. I wish it could be more obvious for me, but sometimes it's not. Like I didn't know that Blackbird by the Beatles, for years I thought it was just about a bird. Like literally a bird, until I heard an interview, or until Paul McCartney was talking to a crowd during a concert and said, well, back in England, we would call women birds. So this is about a black woman trying to be free. So it's a song about the civil rights era, and I just thought it was about a bird. So sometimes it's not too obvious for me. I guess I'm not good with metaphors sometimes. But somebody posted a lyrics video of Unforgiven 3. It wasn't Metallica posting it themselves, but it's one of those videos where you can read the lyrics. And I was just... I was looking it over, and this person from a year ago, and the YouTube handle is Filandrianos, and he or she interpreted it really, really well. And I wish I could have interpreted it like Filandrianos did. But so this person put, Unforgiven, I can't forgive the world. Unforgiven 2, I can't forgive you. Unforgiven 3, I can't forgive myself. So this person nailed it so in such a quick manner that it made me realize, oh my God, like this person, Filandrianos, is right. So it's the Unforgiven in the first one is about the world beating this person down. And the Unforgiven 2 gets, I guess, a little more micro, in that it's dealing with a relationship. And Unforgiven 3, which I'm starting to appreciate more and more after listening to it more and more, I don't appreciate the production, but I appreciate the song itself and where the lyrics are going. So I'll get to that with another podcast. But yeah, so this person seems that it's right. The Unforgiven 2 is not forgiving another person in the relationship. So much so that this person might have been killed. I don't know. So let's try to analyze this, starting with the lyrics together. And when I mean together, I mean by myself. And you get to listen to me try and make sense of all this. So, and if you have any, comments and you think I'm wrong, please comment and on any of these platforms, or you can email me at Mike Lane Act. That's Mike, MikeLaneact @yahoo.com, or you can find me on Twitter at Mike Lane Act, or Facebook at Mike Lane Actor. Anyway, so let's start with the lyrics. So it's, lay beside me, tell me what they've done. Now, who the fuck is this they? Is it the they from the first song? Did the person in the song know the they, or know the subject of the first song? So tell me what they've done. Speak the words I want to hear to make my demons run. So he wants her to tell him what he wants to hear. Now, to make my demons run could mean, I think it means so I can get rid of what's the demons in my head, what is bothering me, whatever anxiety, whatever depression, whatever guilt I have. Please try to make these go away. So, maybe there's some kind of dependency going on here. So the door is locked now, but it's open if you're true. So is it the door to his heart? I think it's the door to his heart. So if she is true to him, now who knows what true means? Like what does she have to do to be true to him? Does he want her to be honest? Does he want her to be 100% honest? Sometimes you don't want to be 100% honest because you can really hurt the person. Sometimes there's a way to be diplomatic with that person. So if you're true, if you can understand the me, then I can understand the you. So it's like, all right, well, let's get to know each other here. Let's try to make a connection. Let's try to understand each other so we can unlock and we can, try to find happiness together. So, lay beside me, once again, they're laying down, obviously, under wicked sky. Through black of day, dark of night, we share this Paralyze. So, when I first heard the song, I thought it was pair of lies, and pair of lies could work if they both have lies that they could share. But I think it's Paralyze. The CD booklet, it's just fragments of lyrics. It doesn't, it doesn't list the whole thing. So, lay beside me under wicked sky, through black of day, dark of night, we share this Paralyze. So they both seem to have issues here. Maybe they're not talking to each other, so they're kind of frozen in what to do with this relationship. So the door cracks open. It's like, oh, all right, so we're starting to open up. Like, open up. Like the door is opening, so we're opening up together. But there's no sun shining through. So that's not good. You need sunlight, sunlight being the best disinfectant. Sunlight to bring clarity to this whole relationship. But there's nothing there yet. But, at least the door cracking open is something. So this is where it gets heavier, not music-wise, but lyrics-wise. Black heart scarring, darker still, but there's no sun shining through. So the guy has a black heart, so he's probably doing something bad, or he's done something bad. And I'm going to try to find a new fucking lyrics page, because this lyrics page is awful. Awful. Because it keeps resetting, and it keeps going to the top of the lyrics. Oh, I hate these things. I hate them. Hate them. Anyway. Alright, this one seems to be a little better. So, black heart scarring darker still. So he's either not a good person or doesn't think he's a good person, and he's just getting worse. So his heart is becoming darker, his feelings are becoming worse, or he's thinking, worse things about himself, and there's no progress. There's no sun shining through, and it's repeated. There's three times. There's no sun shining through. There's no sun shining through. So now he's looking back on his life. What I've felt, what I've known. This is past tense here. So trying to convey his experiences have determined the kind of person that he is. Turn the pages of his life. If you're looking at life like a book, turn the stone. So the stone could be, the pages are getting heavier because they're turning to stone, or it's just harder to communicate trying to turn the stone to try to make progress. Turn the stone behind the door, should I open it for you? So now he's questioning, it's like the door cracked open. Should he open it all the way? Should he let her know what he's feeling? He's definitely wrestling with something inside him. Can he be open with this person? And so what I felt, what I've known, sick and tired, I stand alone. So again, very much isolating himself, withdrawing, like if you want to go back to the first song, this time the child draws in. So he's still very much the lone wolf. And maybe he doesn't feel he needs anybody or doesn't want anybody because he doesn't want to hurt anybody else. So could you be there? Because I'm the one who waits for you. So he's giving her a chance here. Could she be the one to break down this wall that, if you look at the videos, both Unforgiven and Unforgiven II, there are signs of walls being broken down. So could you be there? Because I'm the one who waits for you. So he's trying to give her a chance. Or are you Unforgiven too? So they both are. So the man in this song, the subject, is unforgiven, and he's wondering if she is unforgiven as well. So if she is unforgiven, that means they can't be together because I guess maybe there's too much of himself in her. I haven't really thought about this, and I'm just kind of going through my first reaction to these lyrics. One, because I think it's more exciting to have a first reaction, to hear my thought process. And two, I'm just very lazy. So, let's continue. Come lay beside me. This won't hurt, I swear. What is that? This is where it's like, uh-oh. So, is he trying to, hey, lay beside me, let me talk to you. It's not going to hurt. I'm going to try to express myself. Or it's like, hey, lay beside me. I think I'm going to kill you now. Yeah, it's just like total double meaning here. And what does that say about me? What does that say about me that I think he's going to kill her? Jesus. So, she loves me not, she loves me still, but she'll never love again. All right, this is where it gets a little scary. So, it's like you play that game with the flower. It's like you pull off you're killing the flower. You're pulling off the petals. Like, she loves me not. So it's she loves me not, she loves me still. So she's going back and forth, but she'll never love again. Does that mean they're going to be together, or does that mean he's going to kill her? Or does that mean, he's so either caught up in himself or so jealous that she's never going to love someone, or his ego's so big that she's never going to love someone the way, she loves him? But it's definitely going back and forth. So she lay beside me, but she'll be there when I'm gone. So that could mean he's getting up and leaving, and she'll be there when he's gone, or he's killed her, and he's going to leave, and she'll be there when he's gone. So it repeats again, black heart, scarring, darkest still, yes, she'll be there when I'm gone. Yes, she'll be there when I'm gone, so he repeats that 3 times. Now, dead sure she'll be there. This is where the double meaning comes in. Is she dead? Or is he so positive that, he's about to leave her? And in the video, you see Hetfield's face. Hetfield makes these faces, like he makes kind of like an evil face during the video, and during dead sure she'll be there, he kind of has this grin to him, like yeah, I killed her. So I hope that's not the case, but the arrows seem to be pointing in that direction. So it repeats again, the chorus, what I felt, what I've known, turn the pages, turn the stone behind the door, should I've opened it for you? And then it repeats, are you unforgiven too? So we go now to lay beside me, tell me what I've done. What has he done? And the next line is, the door is closed, so are your eyes. So she could be asleep. Let's try to think positive. She could be asleep, or we fucking killed her. But this is where it gets interesting. So, lay beside me, tell me what I've done. The door is closed, so are your eyes. But now I see the sun. Now I see the sun. Yes, now I see it. So, this could mean 2 things, according to me. Let's start with the negative. He's killed her, and this is what he's wanted to do all along, so he's found his calling as a killer. He's seeing the sun now. He's found his purpose, in that now he's alone. He's sick and tired. He's standing alone. He's killed her. He's found his purpose. There is the sun. There is brightness. He's found it. Or it could mean that he's gotten up and she's sleeping and he's about to leave, and maybe in leaving her he sees that he is better off without her, and that's his clarity. Maybe the relationship was toxic, and it's positive that he's going. Because the next line, the next lines, he repeats the chorus again. What I felt, what I've known, and, so sick and tired, I stand alone. So it's, I stand alone, for lack of a better word, stands out because maybe he's better off alone. Maybe the sunlight, meaning clarity, means that he's just not good for relationships. Or it could mean that he goes back to her. Like, she is his light, and she's the one who can help him with the things that he's dealing with. But the chorus repeats, could you be there, because I'm the one who waits for you, the one who waits for you. So definitely going back and forth, and then, oh, what I felt, what I've known, turn the pages, turn the stone, behind the door, should I open it for you? And then it goes, so I dub thee unforgiven. So I think what's his name again? Or this person, Filandrianos, may have it right. He can't forgive her, so he's dubbing her Unforgiven. So the character in the first Unforgiven dubs the world Unforgiven based on the treatment of him. So the character in this song, because the character in the first one's dead, it's a different character, is dubbing her Unforgiven. So maybe he is leaving her, or killing her. Either way, she's probably gone. But then the next line is, I take this key, never free, and I bury it, never me, in you, because you're unforgiven too. So, is it the key to his heart? Was she the only one to unlock his heart, but now she can't because for whatever reason, whatever way, she's just not going to be around. So either she's dead literally or dead metaphorically. The point is that I have now decided they are not together. He is alone. He can't forgive her, and he's either left her or killed her, and now he's by himself. What the fuck, Hetfield? Why are you so tragic? Oh, what beautiful lyrics. I mean, they're very dark. They're very dark and very tragic. But I think dark and tragic lyrics serve a purpose because it gets that dark and tragic side in all of us. And I am saying all, even the most enlightened person has to have a tragic side. I mean, that's what makes us human, right? Am I right? Well, anyway, so these dark, sad, and tragic songs bring that out in us, and we feel better when this is gone. Dark things aren't good, but they're there, and you need to let them out in a positive way. So that's why I love this song. And the lyrics are deep, but they're simple. Hetfield isn't, he's writing, he's not using gigantic words, but they're so from the heart, and the way that he sings them makes them so much better. I love Hetfield's lyrics. I really do. And then, it ends, never free. The fucking guy is never going to be free. You think about that, never free, never me. He's never going to be free, and he's never going to be himself, and he's never going to be free because he's never going to be himself. Never. That's what never means. It's never going to happen. Because you're unforgiven too. So he's kind of putting it on her. You're unforgiven, therefore I can't be unforgiven, therefore I'm never going to have happiness in my life. Jeez. Anyway, so, great song. For those who are stuck in the Metallica thrash period, and those are fucking great. Those are great. I implore you, go back to these songs, so they're not forgotten. They're so underrated, and they're filled with such heart, but at the same time, such aggression, and that's such a great combination when it comes to music. I love ballads, and I love love songs. I love all kind of music. I literally have Fiona Apple next to Anthrax in my music collection. I have Iron Maiden next to Hootie and the Blowfish. I love, the best ballad by Queen, but then the sickest thrash song by Slayer. There's room for it all. So please go back to these kind of songs because it makes one of the greatest bands ever just even greater, because it just shows how well-rounded they are. So, yeah. So anyway, speaking of well-rounded, if you want to hear a well-rounded podcast, in my podcast called Music, Movies, and More, we talk about a variety of things. Not only music and movies, but we talk about other things. So if you want to share these things with your friends, please share via Podbean, Apple Podcast, Stitcher, whatever, wherever it's on. And please, comment and review, and find me on Twitter at Mike Lane Act. That's MikeLaneAct. Where else am I? On Facebook at Mike Lane Actor, and you can email me at MikeLaneAct@yahoo.com. So thanks for living. Oh my God, yes, thanks for living, everyone. I really appreciate that all of you are alive and listening to my podcast. So thanks a lot. And until next time, I'm going to do Unforgiven 3 next. I don't know if it's going to be the next podcast I post, but it's definitely on the back burner. So enjoy yourselves. Have a good day. Have a good night. Have a good everything. All right. Bye.